Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel Baby Doll Magic Tarot. We're going to do a really special reading today, Aquarius. We're going to look at your whole year forecast ahead, 2020. I'm going to pull a card for each month. We'll clarify the major themes coming up for you. I also will use oracle cards, and combined with that, I use astrology in these videos too. And the astrology I use tends to be more applicable to the rising sign position. So if you know your rising sign, Aquarius, be sure to check that video out too for even more cosmic guidance for the year ahead. We'll look at major planetary transits. Aquarius, I don't know if you know this, but the theme and the real signature for 2021 is the sign of Aquarius. That's where most of the major planetary alignments are happening between Aquarius, really, and the other fixed signs. So it's a really big year for you, Aquarius, and Aquarius rising. Oh my gosh, such a big year for you. You've got Saturn and Jupiter in your first house of identity, who you are in the world, how you portray yourself to the world, and you also will have some really good aspects through your second house of money this year too, Aquarius rising. Okay, so let's get right into these cards. I'll shuffle now and lay them out. I'll show you those at the moment as well, guys. So for January, we've got, oh wow, a new beginning right away. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Love to see that, Aquarius. For February, oh, okay, so we've got Mercury in Aquarius here with this card for February. Six of Swords for Aquarius season. I'll get into that. We do have a Mercury retrograde in your sign. That makes a lot of sense. Six of Pentacles for the card for March, Aquarius. For Aquarius, Three of Cups for April. And in May, Three of Wands, plenty of growth with the threes, okay, great. And Page of Swords then finally for June. I think we'll just shuffle just another moment, Aquarius, and I think I'll pull now for the second part of the year. So for Aquarius, July through December of 2021, what are the major themes looking like for Aquarius for the later part of 2021? These cards are looking great so far, you guys. I can't wait to get into those. Okay, so let's pull for July through December 2021 for Aquarius. So for July, ooh, new beginnings and endings, death card. All right, so that's our first major arcana, actually, Aquarius. We're going to look deeper into this. Page of Cups for August, September with the Ten of Wands, October, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in November. And finally, Aquarius, December, we have got the Tower. Okay. And Aquarius, I'm going to pull an oracle card now just to ground the reading. What I want to kind of focus on is going to be like a message from Aquarius's highest self, from the universe, just to kind of sum up 2020. What does Aquarius really just need to know about leaving 2020? Aquarius, oh, I have this beautiful card, the 10 Sisters of Light. This is about finding your soul family, your soul tribe. It's a really, really gorgeous card, Aquarius. Let me just read you the message from that. So, the 10 Sisters of Light. You are an advanced soul and have lived many incarnations, shone your light through many different faces. Your soul has learned many skills in past lives, developed abilities and talents. This lifetime is a culminating lifetime in the sense that your soul is drawing together potencies developed over many lifetimes into a unified expression. It's like a drawing on the power of 10 sisters or more into one current lifetime. Be prepared to grow and shine, beloved. Wow, gorgeous message. Actually, that was the card that came up for me for Libra as well for one of their messages. So Aquarius, maybe if you have some Libra placements, this is going to be an extra important message to you from the 10 Sisters of Light. Let's get right into these cards. January 2021 is opening with a new offer, a possibility for a new beginning, to walk down a new path in life, Aquarius. This makes a lot of sense to me. Both Saturn and Jupiter are in your home sign of Aquarius for January, February, March, for the whole spring. And so Aquarius, that is going to be giving constructive Saturn, expansion, Jupiter, to how you identify yourself in the world. Who do you want to be, Aquarius? So we're going to be taking some action on our goals right away in January. This might just come to you. We're going to clarify what kind of offer is coming up, but it's going to be something that comes to you and you just get the sense that it's so right for you. You won't have to second guess this offer. I feel like you're going to notice how in alignment it is. And that's what the Ace of Pentacles tells me, like about aligned work, about your finding your soul path in life and following it. February with the Six of Swords. This is interesting. This matches the astrology for the month of February. This is represented by Mercury in Aquarius. We do have Mercury retrograde in Aquarius this year. So the themes of the year really for 2021, there's a lot of air sign activity. In particular, we have all our Mercury retrogrades in air signs, but we have a big really like a build-up of planets in the month of February in the sign of Aquarius. All right, so we're going to be feeling really motivated to get our thoughts together. There is a warning with this card because of the retrograde that month. I think that might be a time, Aquarius, where you're wanting to get moving on potentially this offer. Potentially it's going to be something unrelated, but you might be meeting kind of snags. This journey that you have to take, it might be somewhat slower than you expected, but as with all Mercury retrogrades, I won't go into that. It's not going to be super significant. It will just re-emphasize an extra planet in air sign Aquarius. So we're expecting that year. And for you, Aquarius, I believe you're going to feel really innovative. You're going to be like your sights set on the future. But I think, Aquarius, you're going to be picking up the pieces in February for something else. Astrology aside, this card, the Six of Swords, kind of talks to me about getting away from a situation that had been really just accumulating stress on you for some time. It could have been 6 months worth of stress. It could have been even longer. Could have been 6 years worth of stress. And you're kind of you've left it potentially a while, Aquarius, but you're still not over the whole stress of it. For some, it could have been a situation that was kind of pulled from under you more quickly than you had time to kind of readjust to or recalibrate, and now you're only really getting over the changes or the constrictions or kind of past tensions as represented with the Six of Swords. But it's getting better. Six of Pentacles is as supportive of this as this card, but in March it's telling me that it's going to be a really good month for you financially. It's going to be a really good time for you to feel well resourced, well connected with others, a really good time to get together with people. I see that there's gifts in this version of the Six of Pentacles. They're not always there, but something was talking to me about family engagements, birthday celebrations in March, but feeling supported, like your community is really supportive of you. You're just around people that, there's a good harmony. This card speaks of like good interpersonal relationships with people. You are on the same level. No one's taking too much from you, and you're not overextending. The Three of Cups. Okay, so this is coming up for April. It looks like celebrations are going to be on the cards for April for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. This could be news of a pregnancy. This could be news of a baby being born, or getting into a program or getting a promotion, and something that you just really want to celebrate with friends and family around you. So April is looking pretty positive for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. So bringing us on to May, we will have Jupiter moving out of Aquarius briefly into the sign of Pisces, where Jupiter is at home, working very powerfully, working very expansively in Pisces. It's going to be a really good transit. Three of Wands does speak to me about travel. With this Three of Cups, it could be related. The people that you're spending a lot of time with in May are the people you travel with in June also. Oh no, pardon me, that's not right. This was January, February, March, April, May. So the April crowd could be going with you somewhere in May. It looks like you might be relocating for some of you in May, new job. But all in all, 2 3s side by side in a reading is just re-emphasizing to me that they're two very important. That's an important period for Aquarius in 2021. Between April and May, a lot of personal growth, a lot of networking, meeting new people that are going to be useful to you, and just spending time with people that you love as well is going to be coming up as a theme for you. So a lot of growth. This does speak about travel plans, vacations that could be coming up in May. It could be, though, Aquarius, you're getting ready. I think this could be gearing up to this big shift that's coming with the Death card. We'll get it. That's not quite yet, but you're kind of gearing up for this change now. You're sort of setting your sights on something. You're getting a bit not bored of what's been happening, but you're now about ready. You kind of wanted to just relax, I think, for the first part of the year, like get over what had happened in 2020. I think the Ace of Pentacles is a really good sign for the start of the year, a new offer, a new path. It might be something that you're just thinking about journey wise, a healing journey that you're going to be on for a couple of months until the next cycle, big cycle of your life starts. But I think in May with this Three of Wands is when we're kind of our appetite is being whetted. We're starting to get interested about getting out there. Something's caught our eye. Okay, so this is going to be for June. Page of Swords. This is some nice air energy in here as well. Page of Swords is like you, Aquarius, very curious, wants to know, a very intelligent sign, like wants to know everything is, the facts. They want to have all the information correct before really speaking on it or, sharing light on it. This is just an invitation. I think that you're going to be pretty busy networking. I think it's a follow on about potentially some of you will meet somebody on a trip, a business trip. Potentially some of you are going to be linked up now with somebody from another country in terms of work, and that's going to be part of your day to day. So this is going to be Page of Swords. Networking, and I think Aquarius, it's going to be for Aquarius rising in particular. Jupiter will be in your second house of money and how you gain income, like your finances at this point. This is a really expansive transit for Aquarius rising. So you'll have Jupiter and Jupiter and Saturn in your first house of identity, kind of for paving a new path for you. And I see that with the Ace of Pentacles. Who do you want to be? You can be whoever you want to be now. Saturn will give it structure, but Jupiter asks you to kind of dream big or aim higher. Then we've got this transit in Jupiter. It will be in the sign of Pisces in the month of June, and money is going to be looking good for Aquarius placements. Okay, all right, that brings us anyway to the second part, which is July. Death card. This is, I believe, Aquarius, this is the first major arcana card that has come out for me. So major arcana cards are representing more of important soul growth lessons that we're supposed to face. And in 2021, this is coming to me in July as an opportunity for you to make a transition in your life. Making a huge transformation as indicated by the Death card in the month of July for Aquarius is going to involve an ending of some sort, killing off an old way, an old behavior, removing yourself entirely from a situation in order so that a new beginning can take place for Aquarius. And the Death card does talk about a rebirth and a reinvention, Aquarius. So keep an eye out in the month of July for significant endings and beginnings or transition periods, evolutions taking place in your life or the world around you. It's a message here is to say that this is going to be a really liberating shift. Out with the old, in with the new is the message of Death card. Rebirth and transformation, and it's going to be really in alignment for you if that's coming out strongly there. And then, so that's our first major. So I'm taking that as a real shift in energy for the year ahead for Aquarius 2021. Page of Cups. Okay, so this is going to be the card for August. Really nice card to see. You're getting in touch, I think, with a more softer side of yourself in the month of August, a more romantic side of yourself, Aquarius. Something that is, more free, not afraid of being judged, very in touch with inner child, not afraid to still pursue the dreams they had before they were, went into school or, when they were a little bit older, still very much in touch with the things that bring them joy in life is represented by the Page of Cups. Looks like that'll be a really nice month for you, Aquarius. Something is telling me that there's going to be a lot of communication and news and information that is Aquarius is going to be acquiring between the months of June. I have 2 pages, and between June, and then we've got in between June and August here. Death card in July in the middle of these 2 communications. So you're going to potentially, this could be linked for some, you're going to be hearing information in the month of June, and you know, there might be a hold up on it during the retrograde in the air sign Gemini in June, and that would be more impactful for your air sign Aquarius. And then this Page of Cups is like you're getting some information, you're getting some knowledge, you're doing some research, or somebody is communicating to you, and then it's enough to make you consider a whole change. And then when you have on the other end of this death cycle change in July, we're getting more communication, but it might be you this time, Aquarius. It might be you communicating, and you doing the speaking, and you doing you're using your voice now, Aquarius. Something that you love, I feel, is going to be more part of your life, everyday communication, and just more integrated into your lifestyle, I think, come August. So September looks like it could be a pretty testing month for you, Aquarius. In terms of just physical burnout is coming strongly with the 10 of Wands, like almost taking too much on your plate. Makes sense if you're starting a new phase of your life. You could just be really excited about this new, basically whole new chapter in your life, Aquarius, and that could be just why you're taking on so much. Don't be afraid to delegate in the month of September. You definitely don't want to get burnt out. It may only slow you down anyway, Aquarius, if you think you have to do everything on your own when there's people that could do this better than you. Don't be afraid to ask those people. This does say this kind of is this like stuck in the mud kind of you took on too much, you bit off more than you could chew, and you know what, I think it's only going to leave you frustrated if that's the situation for the month of September. Just a lot of hard work and effort. Looks like you're going to be, this could be related to something earlier in the year, actually, Aquarius. It looks like, you know, you're kind of going to be this is like the finishing off of something that you kind of lost interest in, perhaps, or you may end up losing interest in. There might be just a bit of a dragging your heels energy in the month of September, but it's coming to an end. 10 of Wands is telling me this cycle is coming to completion anyway. You just may not have the interest in seeing it through. So then we have got October, 7 of Pentacles. So we're kind of making investments now for the future in the month of October, I think, Aquarius. We're definitely making progress on our plans. And you're thinking forward. You're thinking very much about security. I see that coming up right after, actually, in the month of November. So it looks like an investment is going to be paying off for you, perhaps monetarily, in the month of between October and November. So of the fall, in the autumn fall of 2021, investments paying off. Feeling financially secure, feeling, you know, like you feeling like you made the right choices in the latter part of the year to make changes in your life. You see them paying off. You may have been, you know, like this is quite worried, or you know, overwhelmed with kind of stress about things, or just like a constant that pressure on you. Could be money, but that looks like it's really clearing up. Very positive card, even if this isn't just being very well financially resourced by the end of the year, Aquarius, that's looking very promising. But this is also just you feeling pretty empowered in your body, feeling pretty empowered in the direction that you're going. So you feel like you've really got a grip on things, Aquarius, by November of 2021, a real sense of security. Then in December, we have a kind of potential disruption to some secure part of your life. The Tower card does represent something that's a bit more unpredictable. By the end of the year in 2021, Uranus will have, I think, is going to be retrograde at that point. That's in the sign of Taurus, so making a square to your sign, Aquarius, or rather the planets in Aquarius, which at that point will be Saturn and Jupiter, and then Jupiter moves into Pisces late December. But it'll be Saturn, for the most part, making a square to Uranus in Taurus. That might just result an Aquarius rising's chart, unpredictable things surrounding like where you live or your home. It might be changes. Something might come up, something might come to your attention that you want to pursue or move in a more unpredictable way. I'm going to clarify these cards just to see like what the energy of the year is, but basically ending December 2020, there might be some unexpected events that is just really there to liberate you fully and put you more in alignment for where you're supposed to be. The issue of security may prop up for Aquarius at the end of the year. The Tower likes to test the foundations in our life. A King of Pentacles is something that's very secure. So I feel like health is very good for you this year, Aquarius. I don't think this Tower moment is anything like that. This is a very healthy, strong body card. The Tower will only ever make crumble anything in our life that wasn't built on a strong foundation anyways. I'm going to do a little bit of a little clarifiers then. Let's clear up Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning at the beginning of the year, walking into 2020, being offered a new path to take, something in alignment for you, something maybe a really good offer for something that's going to be offering financial security right away. Let's clear up the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to let you see these cards, Aquarius. That might be a good idea. So if you wanted to take a photo of them or just remember what's coming up month by month, let's clear up these Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius. Oh, the Knight of Wands, something that you're going to be very excited to go after. So this Ace of Pentacles, you will not be wasting any time accepting this offer. You're going to be rushing to say yes. It's going to be an offer or a path that you could go on that is going to be so exciting to you. This card is very passionate, very driven, very ambitious. So I think that that's what the energy of 2021 is for you. Starting the year feeling like ambitious, feeling excited to chase down your goals, and any offers that you hear, you're checking them all out. It might not be the complete follow through with everything, but everything you're hearing about is exciting, Aquarius. And I think if you were to pursue them, it would leave you feeling very empowered is the energy for me with these two cards. Six of Swords. February, the Mercury retrograde, Mercury in Aquarius with this card. Just double check all of your, anything that you're working on. It's a time to edit, review, go back over. I want to look at this energy though of growth that's happening between April and May, and who you're going to be linking up with, because they look like it's like a similar theme to me. Let's clear up the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands and this energy of growth and expansion for Aquarius. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I've got another Queen at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords. So I have it might be a group of women that you're going to be around. It might be you're even getting together with grandparents, you're getting together with grandmother, grandfather, like generations of people here. Couples, it could be like going away abroad with couples. You might be beginning to decide, Aquarius, that the people that you have around you that you can network with, that are part of your circle, these 10 sisters of light are speaking to me again. Look at, these are the soul tribe, and the message of this was that bring all of these are people that you've maybe incarnated with before. Bring all of your power together, all of the things that your souls have learned, and see what magic can be created. The queens are also the number 3 numerically in tarot. So it's interesting to me that I have now 4 3s here. A massive time for you for growth. April and May, Aquarius, you are going to be out of your comfort zone, leaving your comfort zone. Your soul is expanding, your networks is expanding, your connections with others are expanding at this time. All going to be very useful to you, all making you feel very, filled up and very happy in yourself, Aquarius. Brilliant. Let's move on to this death card. So this for me, Aquarius, is when the real shift of 2021 takes place, when you're beginning your new life cycle as such. And that is taking place in the month of July. Let's look at the death card for Aquarius. What is coming up around death card energy, July 2021 for Aquarius and Aquarius rising? Okay, this is going to be the Six of Cups. It's Venus and Scorpio. This is the Scorpio card. This big life cycle, Aquarius, could be happening with a Scorpio or involving a Scorpio. Something could be ending with the Scorpio from the past at this point or transitioning. Something with the Scorpio could be taking another shape or form. The relationship could be evolving. The Magician at the bottom of the deck here too. This is talking about a shedding of the old, something from the past to create a new, Aquarius. Six of Cups is all about, it's about the past memories. It's about cultivations from the past. Think stable emotional foundations with others, but really it talks about the past. In with the old, or out with the old, as I said, in with the new. Magician, first card, number 1. It's talking about the new creation that we're going on. And I did speak of this kind of new path for you now, Aquarius. It's taking place. I really do feel like this energy of a shift away from the old is taking place for Aquarius now in the month of July, and that's definitely pretty big. It's you learning that you have all the tools at your disposal that you need to basically create the life that you want. People from the past might be there to help. I think a shift is going to be happening with Aquarius and a Scorpio in their life, however, in this month. One more thing about this situation, these queens are opposing. There could be a conflict of idea if there's a very large group of people involved in this growth and expansion happening. There could be, people giving, you're going to have hassle between people saying, oh, we can't put this much money into the investment, or maybe different legalities or things like that. So just watch out. A lot of cooks in the kitchen in this energy. So just keep the focus on your growth, Aquarius, and your part in this, and what your skills are in the table, bringing to the table here. All right, I think we need to clear up this Tower energy, okay? So far, the rest of the summer and autumn just looks like you might be finishing old cycles from the past at this point. Let's look at the Tower though. The Tower for the month of December for Aquarius. What does that look like? Some sort of a liberating event might happen. It might be surprising to you. You might even feel like a sense of overwhelm. So I definitely want to shed as much light on that as possible. The Tower by no means is always something that's unpleasant. It's just something that you maybe weren't expecting to turn out the way it did. December, the Tower for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. This is your card, another card here with the Moon in Aquarius, 7 of Swords. Yeah, so it might be something that you didn't quite see coming. Hermit at the bottom of the deck. This is just going to be, I think, giving you something to look over now, Aquarius, for you to kind of re-examine. This kind of might come as some sort of not a shock to the system, but a chance to look at things that potentially weren't always, you know, you never really believed them anyway. You never thought they were fully legit. You always thought that there was something more to be said on this. You never thought you had the full side of the story. You know, Virgo, Aquarian energy together, which I see here for you, Aquarius. You might be dealing with the Virgo. You might, it might be dealing with the Virgo that something comes pretty unexpectedly to you. You didn't see it coming. This is also a warning to Aquarius. If Aquarius is they feel by the end of the year, kind of operating, and I see this maybe with the Magician card here coming up too, maybe, you know, operating behind the scenes, you know, doing something in a more discreet manner, something that's, you know, keeping secrets could come up around this. The Hermit was definitely somebody that keeps a tight lip on secrets, and Seven of Swords can be a slightly deceptive energy. So if you are acting in such a way in December, just be conscious that you may be exposed, Aquarius, because the Tower can facilitate kind of more shocking events and liberations if other people need to be liberated, you know, from what you're doing, or they need to understand what you're doing. That might come up a little bit for you. So you know what? The Tower moment is just kind of getting clear on things that you haven't seen fully. And this is the Hermit, is like, you're going to really have all the facts by the end of the year. You're going to be more aware of the truth. A light will be shone on some, let's just say, Aquarius, but by the end of 2021 in December, the Hermit's light will be shining firmly on any sneaking around, and that might just result in a more, you know, shock liberation, but liberation nonetheless, Aquarius. All right. Let's finalize the reading with another message from Aquarius's highest self to them from this oracle deck. So what is a message for Aquarius for the year of 2021? This is called Sweeping Sister Willow. Let's see, what do we have to say about Sweeping Sister Willow? I'll read this now for you, Aquarius. So, Sweeping Sister Willow gently brings you to healing for forgiveness and release of old pain now. Let her branches gracefully sweep away any sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness is the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to gift it to yourself with the help of Kuan Yin. And this is the Kuan Yin Oracle, which is the one I'm using today. So Aquarius, I love that I got further insight from that card about this Tower moment. I spoke of the liberation, okay? And this is all that it may be. Liberation from the past. Forgiving yourself potentially for past mistakes or past wrongdoings on others. If you ever feel like you're still beating yourself up for how you may have mistreated another or deceived another, you've been thinking a lot about it, perhaps for a long time, it's time to forgive yourself. And the Tower is not always just shock events. It can be just a liberating experience. And that's a really nice message of the Sweeping Sister Willow, okay? All right, Aquarius, that is going to be your year ahead forecast with the tarot deck from me. And if you liked this reading, please share, like, subscribe. I'll come back with just one of my regular readings for the month ahead for January 2020 for Aquarius. Big year for you, Aquarius. I don't know how much you follow the astrology, but all of 2020, there was a pileup of planets in the cardinal signs. Aquarius, you're a fixed sign. So now the planets are moving into fixed signs mainly for the year of 2021. But that doesn't mean it's going to be super intense for Aquarius in a negative way. It may be intense, but the transits are so much more positive, really less aggressive or harsh than 2020. So fear not, Aquarius. It's going to be a really good year for you to establish your identity, reinvent yourself if you want, and liberate yourself from anything that is no longer working. This this Sweeping Sister Willow talked about like a new path, a new journey. I think you're going to be seeing that right away at the beginning of January. So keep an eye out for an offer or a new beginning, a new potential road in life to take even. Aquarius, take care and have a great end of the year. Bye.